Some of our favorites, including Kristen Bell and Allison Janney, star in the new Amazon Prime comedy film, The People We Hate at the Wedding. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my spoiler-free review for the new Amazon Prime film. It's streaming right now, The People We Hate at the Wedding. Before we launch into this one, I want to welcome you to Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. Tons of great stuff on the channel, TV and movie-wise, for you to check out. And please consider subscribing down below. Like this video as well. That helps. So let's talk about this movie. It's streaming right now, and it is based on a book from a few years ago of the same name. It is about a pair of siblings, Alice and Paul. Alice played by Kristen Bell, and Ben Platt plays Paul. And they don't really want to attend this wedding of their estranged, very, very wealthy half-sister named Eloise, played here by Cynthia Adal Robinson. But they decide to join their mother, Donna, played by Allison Janney, in sort of begrudgingly attending this wedding, and in the meantime, sort of finding out some things about themselves, finding out some, maybe a romance is in the works. So, yeah, I would overall consider this a romantic comedy. It is directed by Claire Scanlon, who is most known, if at all, for her television work. She's done a lot of stuff in the producing and directing space on television, including some Emmy nominations for The Office and The Apprentice. And she also, I think, directed or at least produced the Kimmy Schmidt interactive movie thing they had on Netflix. So I guess that technically counts as a movie, but based on a TV show at least. So, but that's, sort of more her space. So this movie, it is a lot of things. But funny is not one of them. It's unfortunate because they really, I like this cast. Ben Platt, I'm liking less and less lately, and not necessarily because of him specifically. I'm sure he's fine, but I really liked this TV show he did years ago, The Politician, and he's best known for playing Evan Hansen on stage, but they did a movie version of Evan Hansen last year, which I thought was very bad, and just everything I've seen him in the last couple of years, I don't know. Is he picking bad projects, or is he very one note? I can't tell yet. I'm not sure. So we'll see, I guess, in the future. But Kristen Bell, Allison Janney, I love these people, Janney for years and years on Mom, and a lot of great film work for her. And then Kristen Bell, who doesn't love her from, The Good Place and Frozen, and just being a great wife and mother with, Dax Shepard. They hosted that game show together. I love Kristen Bell. But she falls flat here, too. So I think it's got to be the script. There's a lot of sort of pratfall-y type, jokes here. Some physical comedy that doesn't necessarily land. And then there's the likability factor of the characters. And, other than, I guess, Allison Janney, maybe the rich half-sister, certainly the two leads, Kristen Bell and Ben Platt, their characters are just not likable at all. And maybe, okay, by the end, some hearts might be turned around a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me. The premise is fine, but it's nothing that we haven't seen, so many times before with also not great movies. Like Anna Kendrick did Table 19, which was more about, the singles table at a wedding. And then there was this other movie called, I don't even remember what it was called, but Diane Keaton was in it, and, it was a bunch of older people, and it was a, wedding romp, and it's I don't know, 5 years ago or something, but that really wasn't very good either. So bad, I can't even remember the name. So, we've seen a lot of these, sort of dysfunctional wedding movies, in the last few years, and none of them really are that great. And we've had, good wedding movies in our past, Four Weddings and a Funeral comes to mind. And there's been great wedding scenes, but movies, solely based around a wedding, I don't know. The last few years have not produced any good ones. And I love a good wedding. I went to one this past weekend, and it was a lot of fun. Um, so, with a wedding movie, I feel like even if, okay, you have unlikable characters or whatever, you at least want to sort of be at this wedding. And I really didn't. There was nothing really drawing me to any of the characters. It wasn't funny. I can't even say necessarily I like some of the performances because I didn't like the characters. So yeah, for me, unfortunately, this was a big whiff for some of these actors I really like. So I'm going to leave The People We Hate at the Wedding with a D. All right, ouch, I know. That's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Dan Reviews It.